Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Today's episode powered by Hayabusa. It's all about the hardest low kick you can throw. All right, in today's episode, we're talking about the hardest low kick you can throw. Yes, the cool fad, the cool thing is the calf kick. And do I like the calf kick? Yes, I really like it. And in me being known as a low kicker, okay, it's kind of changed things up for me. And it's actually made kicking the leg a lot easier for most people. If you think about most people, especially other kickboxers, we've been getting kicked in the quad for so many years that you can take the damage. So it might take 50 low kicks before I can drop my opponent. With a calf kick, it's only taking 2, 3, 4, maybe even 1 with the right placement. So that's the difference. So when I kick the calf, why it's a good option is I don't need maximum amount of power. I just need the right placement, the right spot, in the right timing. I'm good. Now with a quad kick, yes, all those things matter as well, but it's going to take a little bit more technique, more angling, more understanding of where on your shin to be able to do the most damage. Now, when I talk about the hardest low kick you can throw, there's a few key elements. Now, to make it a hard kick, okay, I want to focus on hitting with higher up on my shin. Okay, it's more dense that way. If I hit mat more with my instep, you'll always hear people say you'll hear that slapping noise versus the thud. For the hardest low kick, you need the thud, okay? So if I hit with my instep, you'll hear more of a louder sound. But ideally, you want to come in and hear that nice strong thud coming from the mid-shin. Okay? So that's the first thing you got to do is find the placement of your shin. Now, when I do land, the biggest mistake people make when they low kick is they might kick and their toes are pointing up. Okay? If my toes are pointing up on a low kick, it means I'm hitting with the side of my shin and not the sharp part of the front. This is why we always talk about our shin as a sword. If I have a sword, I don't want to hit you with the flat side of the sword. I want to cut you with the sharp part, the blade. So the quickest tip I can give you to land with the blade of your sword or your shin is when I do kick, see how my heel comes up. If my heel comes up, it automatically means my shin is going to be landing, okay? The blade of the sword is landing. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. So higher up on my shin, my heel angle is going to be up. Now, you want a nice long stance. So when I talk about kicking, I talk about stepping forward for power and then launching, right? So yes, I do need a nice long loaded stance. But the problem sometimes when I jab or step first, I break the momentum and then I kick. Can I generate good power? Yes, I can. There's a lot. But it's a little bit more difficult, right? I have to create my own pivot to be able to generate that power. So even if I jab here, I'm on the ball of this foot, I can still get good power, but it's not going to be the hardest low kick you can throw. So this is where we get to this point. Now, to make a hard low kick, weight transfer is very important. If I just kick you from here, right, I'm not going to have as much power as if I bring my weight in the direction I'm kicking. I'm going to kick through your leg. I'm trying to think of the pad on the opposite leg, trying to break the leg, not just hit it. So I need to step in the direction I'm kicking. So my right kick's coming in this direction. I take a step with my left foot into that direction off center line. I would say almost 6 inches off center line. Okay, so weight transfer, placement of the shin is the next. Now, I talked about this. Punching, you break the momentum. So the way I like to teach this first, okay, is I get this leg up, okay? Now, I'm not stepping, then kicking. What I'm doing is from here, okay, with this leg up, I'm bringing a weight transfer and momentum. Okay, so I'm up here, and then I come down and I chop with all that weight and momentum. You see the angle coming down, the gravity, the weight is just going to buckle that leg with full power. And if I land on the right part of the leg with the right part of my shin, that's when you start getting those numb leg shots. If I just keep hitting you with my instep, I'm never going to create that big damage that I'm looking for, okay? So up here, and then I come off, and I heavy chop down on that leg. So we call this a chop step, okay? So this is still the mistake I'm going to see. People are going to step, okay, and keep this foot in the ground. So it's not 1, 2, it's 1. Okay, so you're trying to break it into one step, and this is why it's called a chop step, not your traditional step kick. Okay, so step kick would be stepping and kicking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my momentum, my weight, and my power, and come down with the full power chop kick, okay? Now, when I set this up properly, okay, in a good way, no one's just gonna let me sit there and wind up and chop, so I set them up. I might set it up with a calf kick, for example. I might sit here, bing, he might go to the quad. I assess, okay, he's not blocking. Once I know he's not blocking, boom! I bring the heavy chop step, come down on the quad, and then I can create the most damage. Now, I'm gonna get Matt to just kind of move this pad to the side. Now, when I chop step this leg, the placement on the leg matters as well to make it that hard. Now, when I chop step, I don't wanna chop step low, okay? When I chop step, I'm going more towards the upper quad and the hip. Now, if I want to do the most damage, I'm hitting right through here, and sometimes I like to come across the front of the quad. Usually the IT and the lateral part of the quad can take the damage. I can kick Matt here pretty strong, but as soon as I come through here, right, this is the spot that I want. That instant little Charlie horse mid-shin coming down. Now that's just me being nice, hitting the right placement, doing this. I add this, boom. I'm really gonna take and chop that leg down, okay? So the chop step. Remember, last time, I'm gonna repeat this. It's not step, kick, it's practicing having this up, getting offline and chopping, okay? I'm here, look at this weight transfer as the leg comes down. Not 1, 2, it's here, and I come and I heavy chop that leg with full power and full confidence. It's a mindset, okay? It's also when I kick that leg, it's not, oh, I'm gonna kick it. I wanna smash that leg. I wanna break the leg. So kick, when you're gonna commit, you gotta commit full power, full intensity, and that's what does the damage. If you think he's gonna block it, you're gonna lay off some of that power. It's that full confidence that you don't care that you're gonna kick through whatever is there. That is what brings the damage. The mindset, building in this technique, the pivot, the high shin, the cut down, the weight transfer, the off center line. Now you have the hardest low kick you can throw. All right, hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Keep liking and subscribing to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. And make sure you support the channel by supporting our sponsors. We have Hayabusa by going to hayabusaflight.com. Perfect Sports Nutrition, code Bazooka20 gets you 20% off your supplements. Last but not least, bazookatraining.com, online curriculum taught by me with brand new videos every single week. We got home drills, sparring drills, tutorials, pad work, bag work, okay? And an archive library over 600 videos, which is insane. So every day you can watch a video for years and you're covered to learn. I always say, study with your coach wherever in the world you are. If you're learning concepts, right? Learn your concept from your coach. Hear what I have to say about it. Put them together, and then this is how you advance your IQ and your love for the martial arts learning. Okay? Like, subscribe. We'll see you next time here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, 1, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's gonna give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're gonna be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.